Good, everybody? Welcome back to A1 Forever Sports. I'm Chris Tip Moore, and today I would like to get into the vision of the Atlanta Falcons and their new addition, Justin Simmons. Now, we know that they have Jessie Bates, and Justin Simmons are both elite safeties known for playmaking abilities, football IQ, and their versatility speaks for itself as well, being able to play strong and free safety. So the addition of Justin Simmons to the Atlanta Falcons defense can significantly be impacted, and I want to talk about it, and hopefully Simmons can help catapult the Falcons along with Jessie Bates back there into actual contenders. Let's get into it. Now, Justin Simmons and Jessie Bates, they're both known for ability to create turnovers. Bates, he has a knack for interceptions, forced fumbles. Simmons, he excels in coverage. He also helps in run support. He doesn't mind getting his nose in there and helping out, causing turnovers. And really, since Justin Simmons came into the league, no one has more interceptions than Justin Simmons. Jessie Bates, of course, led the Falcons last year in interceptions. So both guys have the capability of taking the ball away. They can transform at the back ends of the defense. Their presence will actually enhance the Falcons' ability, honestly, and change the momentum of games, again, giving the Falcons short field, and that's always a great thing. Now, I know people are worrying about the versatility and the scheme fit. People are wondering how they're pretty much like the same player, so how they're going to really help the Atlanta Falcons. Well, the thing about it is that's a good thing that really both players can do similar things. Jessie Bates known for his strong coverage abilities, his awareness. Bates can really adapt to playing both deep and intermediate zones. We've also seen his ability to cover tight ends, wide receivers, allowing the defense to employ various schemes, including cover 2, cover 3 zones. So, he does that with confidence. Bates, man, he also has a range of motion. He can cover large areas, and he's also can improve the defense ability to handle like multiple offensive threats. And the Falcons are going to be playing some multiple offensive threats. The first five games are some pretty gauntlets, and then we're actually going to see a few other wide receivers this season who are talented. So having Bates and Simmons back there is definitely going to help. As for Justin Simmons, he's effective, I believe, like again in coverage and also run support. I've seen so many times, Justin Simmons down there playing in the box, and also some playing deep, depending on the need, of course. But this guy, he reads the quarterback's eyes just like Jessie Bates. He anticipate plays just like Jessie Bates. It's making him a valuable asset, and also distinguishing the defensive looks and adapting to the offensive schemes, y'all. So similar to Jessie Bates. I hate to really say it again, but it's really true. The presence of Jessie Bates and Justin Simmons together is going to allow the Falcons cornerbacks and linebackers to play more aggressively. Knowing that they have two elite safeties behind them, especially AJ Terrell. Come on now, y'all. This is the best secondary that AJ Terrell has played in since he's been an Atlanta Falcon. And having Bates and Simmons behind him is going to allow him to, play a little bit more freely, just kind of like instinctively just react instead of having to think about it. And this can result in increase in pressures on opposing quarterbacks and more aggressive play calling by our DC, Jimmy Lake. So the Falcons, the sky's the limit for them in that aspect as well. Their abilities to cover the wide range of the field. They also have the positions to allow the linebackers to, handle their primary responsibilities, such as like the tackling and the blitzing, without, a consistent worry with the deep passes or the mismatches. They also are going to impact the opposing offenses. I mean, think about it. The quarterbacks, they're going to have to be more cautious when they got Jessie Bates and Justin Simmons, some back there. Trying to go into those directions could be futile for most quarterbacks, you dig? So their abilities to read the plays and react force the quarterbacks to, let's say, be more precise. You're gonna have to be more precise, because if you don't, the ball's going the other way. You know, defensive schemes involving Bates and Simmons can effectively neutralize key offensive weapons. Again, such as some of these big tight ends. We're going to be facing Travis Kelce, and also having Justin Simmons back there as well, somebody that also can pick off Patrick Mahomes. That's something that's going to be key as well. As far as like game planning, the offensive coordinators, they're definitely going to have to adjust their game plans to avoid areas in the field and to where Simmons and Bates will be. This also, I believe, could mean more emphasis on quick passes, screens, runs, of course, to avoid testing, Jessie Bates and Justin Simmons' abilities. But the thing about it is, you still gonna have to come see him. You still gonna have to come see him eventually. So you can only hide from the guys so much. Teams, they're gonna also have to increase their use of play action passes, probably misdirections, try to confuse the Falcons safeties and try to deceive them, create openings elsewhere. But overall, man, Bates and Simmons, they're going to significantly strengthen the Falcons defense, improving this coverage, enhancing the versatility, elevating the overall play of the unit. You also went and got Matthew Judon, so you're going to have more of a pass rush with Judon. You're going to have to try to figure out who you're going to, I guess, double team, because you got Grady, you got Amanyada, you got Zach Harrison, you got Judon. You also had TQ Graham, who had some of his best years under the Dean P scheme when it was a 3-4. D'Angelo Malone, maybe he will find his way in the 3-4 scheme, something that he was drafted for. So, again, the Falcons have options. Jimmy Lake has options. Arthur Blank, Raheem Morris, and of course Terry Fontenot have given these guys really like different pieces to use. So now it's all on the Falcons to go out there and just do what they got to do. So Jessie Bates, Justin Simmons, again, I said months ago, like 5 months ago when he was released back on, I believe it was March the 4th he was released. And I said immediately right then, make it easy on yourself and go get a Justin Simmons. Having Jessie Bates and Justin Simmons this can possibly be the best safety tandem in the NFL. So rise up, and hopefully everything goes well for the Atlanta Falcons. Until next time, y'all, peace and blessings. Be generational. Don't you settle for less, because you can always have more. And until next time, I will holler.
A1. Yeah, truly. Cooler and I'm flyer too. Jam. Cooler and